I want to pick up one of the comments which has been made by DJ Boggs, who says, "Amazing, less than 24 hours, all these YouTubers have worked it all out. No evidence for their claims either, just speculation. Doesn't anyone value evidence anymore? Carl Sagan was right about the dumbing down of society." And DJ was talking specifically about the theories about whether or not, or about the death of President Raisi, the butcher of Tehran, who performed the amazing job of uniting so many of his subjects, both those who were Islamic extremists for his incompetence, and by those who were moderates for his past brutality. They just disliked him. He was deeply disliked. And so, as various people have said today in their commentary, there's a sort of dry eye brigade commenting on the death of Raisi. And I don't think it's just YouTubers who have got theories. I'm going to present some of the theories here because I've been encouraged by DJ to provide some evidence. What evidence is there? There seem to be four major theories. Number one is the theory put forward in Iran itself by the former foreign minister Zarif, who blamed the helicopter crash on sanctions imposed on Iran from the 1970s, and making it impossible for Iran to get spare parts for its helicopter fleet of 10, I think, Bell 212 US helicopters, which have recently had a few accidents anyway. They're capable of carrying 6 passengers and 2 crew, and the helicopter specifically that President Raisi was traveling in was a 60-year-old helicopter, and it was traveling through heavy fog in the mountains, so it was rather reckless, and so that is one explanation. The other is that this was an external assassination. The Israeli government has said categorically that it had no hand in it. So that takes out one of the major question marks, which leaves an internal assassination. And then I think there seemed then to be two options. The first option is that he was simply disliked, and that this was some sort of plan. And I put forward a suggestion from Turkish media that there was no responder on the helicopter that was activated at the beginning of the flight, and Turkish air control could see that. And so there's no record of that flight taking off. There is a theory that President Raisi was already dead and this was some sort of staged incident. I don't believe that personally. The second issue is, I think, much more telling, and it comes down to the Cicero question: cui bono? Who benefits? Well, who benefits is Ali Khamenei, not Khomeini. Ali Khamenei is the 85-year-old supreme leader, God's representative on earth. And his interest at the moment probably is on the succession, the succession for his job when he dies. And he must be worried. He must have looked over and been worried about the chaos that simply surrounded the Raisi's death anyway. But he may have been looking at the chaos that President Raisi was causing. And of course, all of this speculation can lead to mushrooming conspiracy theories, much like speculation about the disappearance of the Princess of Wales. And certainly there is a system in place. The Vice President will take over as parliamentary elections take place. The Guardian Council will select somebody who they think is likely to win, and then will ensure that that person does win. You know, it's a free and fair election, of course, in the Russian manner. And this is where it comes to a head, because the obvious candidate for the job is Ali Khamenei's son, Mojtaba, and he is likely to benefit. And Khamenei may be determined to engineer this, may have engineered this. And yet it may be simply down to stupidity and a crash. And the fact that this helicopter seems to be leading the three helicopters in the group. Why would that be the case? Surely the whole idea is that you protect the president and the foreign minister and whoever else was in the entourage in that helicopter. We don't seem to know. But I don't see that many YouTubers have been leaping to conclusions without evidence. Yes, there's not a lot of evidence because Iran is tight-lipped. But that question, who benefits, and the identity of this of Khamenei's son is writ large, and I think we should pay close attention to who he is and what he's done. And I think it's right to ask these questions and right to focus on the succession.